and welcome. My name is Michael Hilkemeyer from ICTE Solutions Australia with the Technology in Early Childhood Education podcast for those people who want to successfully integrate digital technology in their early learning environment. When should young children engage in digital play? It's a very important question, not just for parents, but for early childhood educators as well. And there are a number of factors that you need to consider in relation when determining if a young child can interact with digital technology in early childhood education. According to sources, they are to do with the development of the physical, cognitive, linguistic, and social and emotional competencies. The features of various digital technologies also influence when young children can interact with them. So let us now look at some facts to do with this. So some important facts to remember and consider comes from what research has suggested. And the first is that infants cannot engage in meaningful ways with screens, as they are not able to learn well from two-dimensional media or transfer what they see to real life. Second point there is that research also has shown evidence that infants and toddlers can't use information communicated to them through symbolic media such as images, models, or video. And thirdly, that it is also important to remember that there are also evidence findings that suggests there are negative effects of screen viewing for cognitive development. Research has also suggested that as young children get older, for example, at around 2.5, that their developmental needs changes, and it is important that they develop their fine motor skills that can be used for the precise movements involved in using a mouse or trackpad, for example. Even scrolling through pages, pressing buttons, or remote controls and phones can aid in the development of fine motor skills. Later, both hands coordination is needed to operate game consoles. The other point that you need to remember that research has suggested is in relation to cognitive, social, socio-emotional, and physical development. This varies for each individual child, and for some young children, additional support is needed. The key point to remember here is that while we may dub young children as the digital natives today, not all of them will be drawn to using digital technology, nor will they understand how to interact with them unless they have additional support. And this may be due to the poor design of the device or the design of the app, or it could be as a result of individual preference and differences in skill development. So these are some very important facts to consider when you are deciding when is a good time to begin introducing digital play, not just at home, but also in the early learning environment as well. And if you like this episode, please head over to my website and grab my free online course for early childhood educators at www.ictesolutions.com.au.